Six-time Pro Bowler, longtime friend of this program. He was way back in the day on the podcast. He is one of the best running backs of his day. And the question is how, we got more days to come. His name is LeSean McCoy. How are you doing, LeSean?
Hey, first of all, you're one of my favorites. You know that. So
right back at you,
man.
Right back at you, LeSean McCoy. and I understand, one of the reasons why I'm your favorite is, and you could be honest, please be honest with me, LeSean, is that you've seen my work at the Combine and you're jealous. You're jealous of the speed. And you look right?
No, I wouldn't say jealous, but I'm a big fan of like how consistent you are. No matter how slow the time is, you always try to get better and better. And that's the problem with the league. We need more guys like you.
You know what? I appreciate that compliment. I take offense at the word slow. You could use the word fast and the sentence still means the same thing, LeSean.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
True.
Not to nitpick.
Just trying to be honest.
No.
Trying to be honest.
Well, there are not enough guys in the league who would try to stay consistent, try and stay at the same level. Right, LeSean? That's what you're saying.
Right. And that's one thing, you're consistent. You try to get better every time you run that 40, no matter the outcome or the result.
It's just.
I mean, it's a compliment. I understand where LeSean's coming from.
And then it kind of falls off the cliff.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like you take it right up to the edge, and it goes right off.
He basically all due respected you.
Oh my gosh,
which is fine.
I mean, you might have to just. I don't know. It might be the guys that's keeping the timer. Them guys, man. You might have to check them.
Okay.
I don't know if they're jerking you around or what, but.
What's the fastest 40 you ran?
I feel like in high school, all that stuff doesn't really count. Nowadays they have all the combines for young kids.
Right.
But I would say about 4.4.
You have his number?
4.4.
You have his number?
4.45 was the official.
At the Combine?
At the Combine.
In Indianapolis?
Yeah. No, I didn't run there. I got sick, so I didn't run it.
Oh, you didn't run it there?
But I ran my pro day.
Oh,
like a
Pittsburgh.
4.5.
So you ran it. Yeah. You ran it in. Did you run it? Where was the pro day? Was it in Heinz Field? Was that pro day in Heinz Field, or no?
I went. No, it was in the inside field house.
Okay. So at Heinz Field, when you were around Heinz Field, did you see an envelope with the name James Harrison on it anywhere, LeSean?
They said that's an envelope?
Yeah, an envelope. Have you heard this story about what James Harrison said? Am I breaking news to you? Oh my!
No, I never heard this.
Oh my gosh!
Uh-oh.
Well, I do remember this. When I was there and he was there,
yes,
he was a scary-looking man. I'll tell you that. I never went to prison, but I'm sure there's a lot of guys.
Oh.
So you're a Pitt Panther, and there's James Harrison strolling around, right?
Oh my God, yes, he used to be around.
All right, should we play the soundbite for LeSean McCoy? We're like breaking news for. So he had this. You remember that hit he put on Muhammad Massaquoi in 2010? Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
yes,
so that was brought up to him on a podcast called Going Deep on Barstool. And this is wild. I mean, this has gone crazy. And so it's kind of crazy that I'm breaking this news to you. But this is what he had to say. Go for it.
Most you've ever been fined in one game?
One game was 75.
Ooh, is that the Massaquoi hit?
Listen, on everything I love, on my daddy's grave, I hit that man with about max 50% of what I had, and I just hit him because I wanted him to let loose of the ball. If I had knew they was gonna fine me $75,000, I would have tried to kill him. Dude, I'm telling you.
Right.
75?
Wait for it.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. But that happened, right? The G'est thing Mike Tomlin ever did. He handed me an envelope after that. I ain't gonna say what, but he handed me an envelope after that.
How about that, Shady?
Wow. What did he say at the end? He said Mike Tomlin had to give me an envelope.
He said Mike Tomlin gave him an envelope. It was the G'est thing Tomlin's ever done is he gave him an envelope. Won't say what's in it, but he just left it at that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I get what happened. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Did you hear the anger in his voice? I promise you. If I hit him with all my might, like, that's scary.
Have you ever heard of a coach handing somebody an envelope to defray the cost of a fine or anything like that? Have you ever heard anything like that, LeSean?
Nah, not like that. But depending on the player, depending on the situation, a lot of the guys would chip in, and kind of help out.
So the players would chip in and help out, but not the coaching staff.
Nah, I mean, Mike Tomlin's a special dude, though, so that's believable. He's one of those guys that he does whatever for his players. So I could see him doing that.
No kidding. Huh.
Yeah, but there's times when the quarterback might get hit late, and the linemen they'll fight and all that. They'll fight for him.
Right.
And they'll chip in to take care of that fine. Especially the quarterback, they got all the money. So.
LeSean McCoy here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's the hardest you've ever been hit? Who's the hardest anybody's ever hit you?
Oh, I don't really play that game like that. You know, I don't really let nobody hit me. It's not my game.
Huh.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Wait, one time I played the Redskins. This is when London Fletcher. He was probably the hardest player I ever went against as a linebacker. Him and what's the dude that was all juiced up, had all the steroids, the big safety. He had the muscles in his neck and his ears. He had the muscles in his fingers. That guy. What's his name?
What do you got, Chris?
LaRon Landry.
LaRon Landry, right. Yeah. So one time he caught me in the ribs, and he probably used, he's 230 plus the steroids. That makes him probably 245. He got me in the ribs, boy. Oh, my God. He broke my ribs. And I remember I came out. I was like, Coach, I think my ribs broke. Coach Reed said, what you going to do? And I finished the game. You know, but that was probably my hardest hit.
So Andy's like, what you going to do? He's basically like, the time's yours, essentially? That's what he said.
Andy's funny. Listen, in the critical time of the games, he's jokes all the time. So, and I'm coming to him, hey, I think I broke my ribs. He's looking at me like, well, what you going to do? You going to play or not? You know, but he's messing with me. But and I finished the game.
So what do you mean he's funny? What do you mean he's
Coach
funny?
Reed?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's times, man, and like, I remember, like, even this year, I had some good plays, and I came out the game. He said, are you playing or you're not playing? Are you LeSean McCoy? You're not LeSean McCoy. And walked off, you know, just to mess with me so I get back out there. I can just remember mad times where he's messing with players, you know, like during the critical time of the game, just joking with them. You know, but that's what makes him special.
Yeah.
It's never a moment too big for him.
Right. And, boy, you were through thick and thin through all those moments in Philadelphia, obviously, towards the end. And then now this year where Andy Reid is finally called a Super Bowl winning head coach, you are a Super Bowl winner yourself. And you mentioned LeSean McCoy here on the Rich Eisen Show. You know, are you going to play or you're not? Are you going to play? What's your future?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a couple teams I'm looking at. I told some teams that I wouldn't, I guess, entertain some of the offers because I want to make the right fit.
Right.
You know, my career has been very solid. You know, I want to go out on the right foot. I want to play with a good team, a winning team. I want to play with some good young backs to teach them. You know, show them the ropes a little bit. Maybe a team that needs some leadership, help out in that area. But I don't want to go from winning the Super Bowl to playing on the team is just playing. You know what I'm saying? I've done too much in the league for that.
Well, Sean, you said the word solid. I don't know. The word solid to me is not. It's not a very complimentary word to me. You know, you know what I mean. To use solid, you're a 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro. You led the league in rushing one year. You're rushing touchdowns. The All-Decades team 2010. What's his numbers for the All-Decade?
He's All-Decade, led the decade in rushing yards, second in touchdowns.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got some nice numbers. I just say solid, just to kind of be modest a little bit.
No, okay. Well, all right.
Just like with your 40 time, you know. You're kind of modest.
He brought it back.
Things about your 40.
He brought it back. That's a callback from LeSean McCoy.
We're similar.
We are similar. We are similar. Although I joined the league in 2003. You joined it in 2009, and so you plan on playing the 2020 season. We have a playing season that's going to be 2020.
That's right. I do.
Okay.
Plan on that.
Have you heard anything about what protocols are going to be set up in terms of player health and safety and the virus? Has anybody reached out to you? Are you aware of anything that's been set up?
Well, there's nothing set in stone. There's always just like, I guess, rumors or thoughts,
right?
Opinions. You know, there's a big possibility we might be playing with limited fans.
Right.
I mean, I guess 70,000 fans. You probably get 10,000 if that spread it around.
Right.
It's tough. I mean, then talk about like some of the players they can't like go home, you know, with like the families that stay in hotels. So many just different, I guess, thoughts about it. So we'll see. It's still up in the air.
Okay. Well, I hope I want to see you out there on the field this fall, LeSean. I want to see you toting around.
Wrapping it up. That's right.
You know, how many more years do you think you got left?
You know what? I always try to put a number on it. And one of my good friends, I call him my OG, Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
He always yells at me, "Hey, man, shit, you can't do that, man. Don't put no number on it. Just go how your body feels." And I guess his body feels good every year. So who knows?
Well, I mean, just you're 5 years younger than him, and he's out there right now. I mean, he's amazing. That guy is amazing.
Yeah. And we train together, and just like the way he trains smart.
How does he train?
And you still have to love the game to go out there and play at a certain age.
That's what I said.
It's always a different role.
What is it like training with him? What's it like training with Frank Gore?
You know what? He's smart. He does stuff like he'll train with all the younger guys. He says he trains with the younger guys so that if he can keep up, he don't have to beat them, but if he can keep up with them, that lets him know that he still can play.
All right.
And the whole time in my mind, I'm just trying to beat him because I don't really look at the younger guys. You know, I feel like they're trying to chase me. But everybody has their own thing that drives them.
LeSean, I appreciate the time, man. I miss chatting with you. We'll get you back on in the next couple of weeks. You sign with somebody, I want you on. Let's talk about it, okay? Let's do that.
All right, it's always good. No doubt, man.
Right back at you. You take care, LeSean. You be well.
All right.
That's LeSean McCoy at CutOnDime25 and at Shady McCoy. That's his Twitter and Instagram accounts. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.